I'm building my busking box because I couldn't find anything online that's going to hold all my equipment, my amp, my mic stand, the power source, cables and all that stuff. So I've decided to make my own busking box out of plywood. I sketched out a very rough plan of what I needed. A tall box with 3 compartments and another compartment for my mic stand. I got the pieces I needed cut from one 8 by 4 feet sheet of 9mm hardwood plywood at a local woodyard. This is half of the box assembled. Weight was the main reason for using 9mm plywood. I could have used 12mm, but that would have made it a little bit too chunky to move around. This bit of wood is 20mm by 30mm and it's used as a corner pillar to give the box strength. The pillars are glued with wood glue and then screwed to make a strong junction. Once clamped, I drilled pilot holes in the side for the screws. This is the box 3/4 made. I added an internal divider to make a section for the microphone stand. The amp fits very snugly, which is good because I didn't want it bashing against the sides while I was transporting the box. This is the internal shelf which the amp will sit on. The lower section is going to house the battery unit. The lid on the top also has a hasp and staple bracket which will also be padlocked. The internal shelf above the amp is removable. I cut out a mini door to access the battery and I put a hasp and staple bracket on it which I'll padlock for safety. For that rock and roll look, I painted it matte black using a multi-surface oil paint. I decided to add wheels and a pull handle to the box as this saved on having to buy a separate truck barrow to cart the thing around. Adding wheels of course makes the unit that much higher, so I had to make a front stand to keep the box level. I used a piece of leftover pine that I used for the pillars and drilled holes, one at each end, which I glued in 2 15mm dowels which act as the legs.